Good morning, Friday, May 15th, May 15th, May 15th. We're already halfway through May, which is crazy. Also, the site launched a month ago tomorrow. That's pretty cool. We're almost 1 month in on the new model, which is pretty crazy. A lot of improvements have been made since, I guess additions, not really improvements, but additions have been added. But yeah, overall today we got 15 games. I mean, doing a quick pass, weather looks pretty darn good today. Nothing crazy, but looks pretty decent. Pitchers on the bump today. Blake Snell. Oof. Okay, so we got Littell, we got Savali, Freeland, Emerson Hancock, Sean Burke. We got some decent names here. Dustin May, Spencer Strider, Kelly. Okay, what about some of the tougher names? You Savage, Snell, Ashcraft, Schlittler, Holmes. Okay. Interesting slate. Doesn't look terrible. Night owls to avoid. Okay. What about any past bedtime meatball throwers? No. Okay. Sorry, I'm just messing around. Let's see. Anybody who's on back-to-backs today? Yesterday, back-to-backs, we had a few of them that went. I was looking through it. There was like Zach Geloff, Luke Rayleigh. Who else went back-to-back yesterday? Ryan O'Hearn. Our 6 out of 6 chat. Who took the 6 out of 6? Who took the 6 out of 6 yesterday? Jaywalk. Who took the 6 out of 6? Stefan, thank you for the prime sub yesterday. I appreciate it. I see that you subbed yesterday. Thank you. I did always. There we go. Yes. I think the 6 out of 6s, it's got to be, what, 4 for 5 right now? I think we've only seen 5 of them ever. If 4 of them have hit. Right? For those keeping track at home, something like that. But there's only been 4 or 5 of them ever. Yeah, how are we doing on the sub goal? We are 14 subs away from 100 subs. 14 Twitch subs away. Can we get 14 Twitch subs today? That's my question. If y'all haven't subbed yet on the Twitch, make sure you sub up. You'll have no ads. You'll be able to watch replays, all that stuff. Man, a lot of back-to-back candidates today. 22 players hit a homer yesterday. Gage Workman. What a name. Kind of a lot of weirdos hit yesterday. Gage Workman, Femian, Beatty, Jungho Lee, Victor Scott, AJ Ewing. He actually was ranked pretty high yesterday. McLean, Vientos, Walker, nice. Dane Myers, Randall Grichuk. All right. Not bad. Use your Amazon Prime. Yeah, you can get a free sub with Amazon Prime, which is pretty cool. What's a good park to target today, my guy? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, okay? I'm more interested in targeting matchups than parks. To be honest. Unless it's just like stupid crazy weather, which I don't see. Any ballpark's playable for home runs. Yo, Real Nicky with the 1 gift, and I appreciate you doing some work towards the 100. Thank you. You did your part. You dropped one in there. Thank you. Yeah, so unless there's just like a bunch of rain or it's like 30 degrees or Chicago Cubs wind blowing straight in, not really afraid of any ballpark. This game in general, I guess, is the worst weather. Wind blowing in Detroit. It's also got pretty tough pitchers with Trey Savage, so nah. Other than that, I mean, all parks look playable today. They all look playable today. Jakey with the gifted, doing your part. Let's go. I appreciate it. We're grinding away here. It's kind of crazy. Like the sub stuff on Twitch, I don't really understand it. Jakey with another gifted. 2 gifted. All right, we're at 3 subs today. I appreciate you. Yeah, shout out Jakey. If you got a gifted from Jakey, let him know you appreciate it. And same with Real Nicky. I don't really get the gifted stuff, man. Or the sub stuff. I don't get it. I guess I don't really do much of it, but Aaron Nola, Braxton Ashcraft. Ashcraft, home run stingy. 30% fly ball, though. He also has a really high ground ball. Only 4 homers on a year. Three to lefties. Pretty home run stingy. I mean, a .75 HR per 9. Aaron Nola, 3.8, 7 homers, 1.5 HR per 9. Meatball thrower. He's struggling, but is a pitcher's park today. What pitches are we looking at here? Four seam and sinker, and then four seam. So really, just his fastballs have been hurting him this year. What's the gift thing do? They're giving a sub to somebody on Twitch. So now that person, in this case, Undead1Y, no longer will have ads on Twitch. They'll get to watch the stream ad free. So yeah, lefties fastballs for sure. Righties fastballs as well. I mean, it's just fastballs from Nola. For Ashcraft, fastball curveball to lefties versus righties curveball slider. So his curveball overall, I guess, is not great. Yo, KGRG96 with the 1 month tier 1. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. We're almost to 100. It's pretty cool. And Z Stefan with the gifted. Jeez, Hawkman or Hawk MMA getting the gifted there. I appreciate it. We are so close to the 100. And why do I want the 100 subs, you ask? I don't know what the requirement is. I think it's 100 to become a Twitch partner. Become a partner on Twitch. We're crushing the average viewership there. It's just I don't think I have enough subs. But I don't really know. I can't confirm or deny. I don't know anything about being a Twitch partner. So I don't know. But I think I'm short on subs for sure. What up, B Brown? All right, let's just start with going up against Ashcraft here. What do we got here? Why is my brain breaking? Left-handed batters, fastball, curveball. Okay. Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah, I expected it to be Harper and Schwarber that do well against this mix. Problem is, ballpark's playing down 16% for homers. That's just because Pittsburgh's a little bit harder to hit him out in. It's not. Do I have to tell y'all Schwarber? I don't really think I do. It's 100 subs to be partner on Twitch. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. So yeah, we're not there yet. I don't need to tell y'all Schwarber, right? He's not even good value today. I'm probably not going to take him. Same with Harper. I don't really like targeting Ashcraft. Just not only 4 homers on the year. Let's see what's he been doing recently though. Recent form 1, 0, 2, 1. Okay, so his homers have been coming in bunches here recently. 7 innings pitched. He's not bad. What's his arsenal? 1.5 runs above average on the fastball. 2.1 runs above average on the curveball. His slider has been a little bit brutal. Sinkers 2. All of his pitches are really good. Like these are all extremely good numbers. Nobody talks about him, but does it cost anything to gift a sub? Yeah, it's like it costs the same as like buying a sub for yourself. It's just instead of buying it for yourself, you're just gifting it to somebody else. Usually, when someone's gifting subs, they already have their own, so they gift one to somebody else. Yeah, it's like $5 or $6, whatever it is. I don't know how much is a sub nowadays. It used to be $5. Is it $6 now? I don't know. $7 for a sub now. They upped it, which is taxing, bro. $5.99. I don't know what it is. One of the two. Man, Twitch, Jakey, you don't even have your own sub, bro. Holy shit! I just realized that right now. You have 2 gifted, but you don't even have your own sub. Gift yourself one. Jeez. Yeah, Ashcraft is not somebody I really want to mess with, honestly. I just don't think it's worth the odds. It would be Schwarber, Harper, maybe Justin Crawford at plus 25. Okay. Why is he 2,500 on MGM, but he's like 1,300 everywhere else? He's probably not going to go today, but plus 2,500 on MGM is kind of weird. You don't get ads? Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. It's a little sus. Jakey Mon, there you go with your own sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. This makes no sense. Is that real? I'm pulling up my MGM. One sec. Sorry. I just want to see if this is still the current line or if that was just like a flash line that's gone by now. Phillies. If it is, I mean, I might as well. I might as well. J Dub with the gifted. Thank you. Justin Crawford, 20. Yeah, it's still there. Why not? I mean, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Justin Crawford is plus 1,200 more than any other book on MGM right now. So he probably doesn't go today. I only have him with a 6% chance to hit a home run. He probably doesn't go. Big Step was with the gifted. Thank you. He probably doesn't go today, but like, I mean, why at that price, why not just sprinkle on something just on MGM? Just to get the EV there. It's real. I just took it. What team are you choosing for FanDuel promo? I haven't even looked at FanDuel. I want y'all to know if you're new to the stream. When I pop open the when I pop on the stream, I haven't looked at a damn thing yet. I haven't looked at the books. I haven't looked at the site. Like, I wake up, I do my stuff, go to the gym, take care of some chores and errands, take care of the baby, and then I get on stream. Like, so I haven't looked at anything yet. J-Dub with another gifted. Thank you. So yeah, I don't really know anything about promos or anything yet. Yeah, Crawford plus 2,500. I mean, I'll take that EV. Probably won't hit. Probably will not hit, but at plus 2,500, I'll sprinkle just in case it does, because that's just crazy. Next best odds is plus 1,300. Do not, by the way, please do not take Justin Crawford at plus 1,300. Like, don't take him anywhere. Like, he's not a good home run play today. He's just a good price on MGM. Like, that's it. I'm just like praying for a crazy hit there. On the Pirates today, we talked about Aaron Nola. He's vulnerable versus righties and lefties. It's really his fastballs. Four-seamer and sinker. So I guess we'll just look at four-seam sinker. These are the two pitches I've been getting smoked. Four-seam sinker. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? And by the way, Brandon Lowe was a really good play yesterday. Very unlucky for anybody that was on him. Chase Dollander got hurt in the second inning. So in his first at-bat against Chase Dollander, went to the wall. So very unlucky. He got pulled. Dollander got pulled from the game, and that basically just ruined Lowe's chance at anything. Because the whole reason you're taking these home run plays is you like the matchup against the pitcher. You're not taking it because you like the batter. You take it because you like him against a pitcher. His second time up, they brought him out against a lefty. He's not very good against lefties. So go look at his splits. J-Dub, another gifted. Thank you, bro. Let's look at his splits. By the way, we did highlight these, so now you can see what he's in today. So today he's going up against a righty at night at home. So you can see the splits right there. They're highlighted. Yeah, versus lefties, he's terrible, right? And what do they do when he came up the second time around? They popped a lefty in there because of that injury. So I like him. I'm going to star him today. He's got the zone master tag. He's a 7.5 out of 10 on the zone. He has 5 zones that match today. That's pretty good. I don't ban players, though. I do not ban players personally. So yeah, I like Lowe today. I do. Good pitch mix. Dew Factory, he's missing a barrel. He's missing a barrel. That's unfortunate. He is missing a barrel. But I like him. I like him. Night games too, not bad. Day games pretty even, so I like him. Ryan O'Hearn also looks pretty good today, plus EV. Let's go back to that pitch mix. Look at the sinker four-seamer again. Yeah, Ryan O'Hearn lights it up. Even Brian Reynolds lights it up a little bit. Yeah, O'Hearn looks pretty good today too. Good EV on him. 14% chance. Home cooking. Okay, he's good at home. Night games, he's really good. Home games, he's really good. Right-handed pitchers, he's really good. O'Hearn's just sneaky good. He's not a huge home run hitter, but he's just sneaky good. Bro, I don't know what y'all are talking about with Brandon Lowe. He's been pretty good to me this year. I've been more selective with when I take him. Here's the problem. I think I know the problem. I think I know the problem with Brandon Lowe for a lot of people. I think the problem for a lot of people is y'all rely mainly with your research. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of people do this, right? They look at how they look against the pitch mix. And Brandon Lowe, if we go back to him, he lights up a pitch mix. He lights up a pitch mix. Really good against curveballs, really good against four-seamers. Anybody that throws curveballs, four-seamers, changeups, cutters, he looks good against because he hits them all really well. So if you're only looking at it from this perspective, and that was your whole research process this whole year, you're probably taking Brandon Lowe every day, right? Like, but if you look at it from this perspective, he's EV sometimes, not always. His tags generally pretty decent, but not always. I've been pretty selective with when I take him. Probably taken him 5 or 6 times this year only. He's come through for me probably 2 of them. So yeah, I mean, it just goes back to cut the onion one layer further. Don't look at just the how he's done against other pitchers because he's going to light this up every day. Like this is surface level research. When you have pitch mix 8.9 strikeout, when did that happen, Dr. Overhaul? If you're talking about yesterday, you got to throw everything that happened yesterday out the window because all of those data points were against Chase Dollander, who got hurt in the first inning. How can you possibly justify your model having a 20% edge on the market? Clearly something's wrong. That is incorrect. The lower the probability of something happening, the higher the expected value is on any given play. If we're looking at the actual probability of something happening here, 17% EV, 20% EV, the difference in probability here is like 1 or 2%. Like I think he has a 14% chance. The book has him with a 12% chance, right? That's not that far off. If it's like a minus 250 and I have like a 30% EV, then yeah, there's something probably wrong with that. But if you're looking at a play with only a 20% probability of hitting, any sort of EV is going to be around 15, 20%. The lower the probability of something happening. Let me explain how EV works. Do we need to go over that again, or do you understand, I guess? Let me just ask that. The longer the odds, the higher the EV on a smaller difference in edge. 2% edge can give you a 25% EV, a 30% EV, a 40% EV even, especially like you look at guys with long shots like this, Justin Crawford. He's negative EV on FanDuel, actually, 15%. Only a 6% chance of hitting, 57%. Well, no, Dr. Overhaul. Let me go back to my point from yesterday before I got sidetracked. His 8.9 pitch mix rating, all that stuff, all that data, all of these data points right here, the pitch mix ratings, these are against the starting pitcher. So this is how he matches up against this starting pitcher. Brandon Lowe had an 8.9 pitch mix rating against Chase Dollander. His first at bat, he hits it 100 miles an hour to the wall. Chase Dollander gets hurt before he comes around a second time in the order. So now all of this data doesn't matter. It's not against whoever they threw in as a Brandon Bernardino or whatever. All that stuff's out the window. The pitcher got hurt. The matchup is dead. All the data is dead. All right, let's just do an expected value calculator exercise here. The lower the win probability, say plus 400. Where's... Oh, so this is the odds and the win probability. Okay, so let's go back to... Let me pull this up on my other screen one sec. We're just doing this really quickly so people can understand. This is going to be super quick. This is going to be super, super quick once I get set up. Because I want people to understand how this works, because clearly people don't. 359 to plus 440. Okay. 359. Oh, that's not going to work. A plus 359, right? So I have him at plus 359 is what I'm projecting his odds to be for Brandon Lowe. His book line, most of his lines are plus 420, whatever, right? But his best line is Fanatics, plus 440. The difference between plus 359 and plus 440 is only 3% in probability. I have him with a 22% chance to hit a home run. Fanatics has him with a 19% chance to hit a home run. That's only 3%. That's not that far off. The EV now is 17% because it's a longer odds frame, right? So if we go back to this, plus 440, but we think he has a 22% chance to hit, 18% expected value. Because every dollar, let's just put $1 here. Rounds up to 19% when you do $1. But every dollar we wager, we expect to either win or lose. If you win, you make $4.40. If you lose $1. If this happens at a 22% rate, which is what we think, over 100 times of it happening, you're going to win 22, you're going to lose 78. Right? If this play, Brandon Lowe, okay, I don't care. If you do Brandon Lowe every day in this exact matchup for 100 days in a row, you're going to win. I think you're going to win 22%. The market thinks you're going to win 19%. Or 19 times. So only 3 times difference. But your expected value that you win $4.40 on that probability of 22% means over 100 times of running this, you'll make 19% or 19 cents. If it was $100, you'd make about $19. You ran this 100 times, you win 22, you lose 78. You do the math on how much you make on that, it's $19. So yeah, you can very well and now let's just jack it up. Let's say the odds are plus 2,000, right? Plus 2,000 is a probability of 4.76%. Say the market is offering you 2,500, right? That's 4%. Now you're looking at less than 1% edge, right? If it's 2,500 odds. We think it's 4.76% chance it'll win. Or sorry, 3.85. Wait, now why am I doing the math wrong? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. So yeah. Even 1% difference here jumps your expected value by 21%. And only a 1% difference in probability from the market. So EV scales the longer the odds are. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. And then I'll go back to the breakdown. So whoever said that, they just clearly don't understand EV and how it works when it comes to longer odds. But only a 1% difference, a 2% difference. Say I think he has a 5% chance. The market thinks say the market thinks he has a 5% chance. I think he has a 7% chance. 42% expected value difference and only a 2% probability increase. So the longer the odds, the better your expected value because you only need to hit 1. Anyways, so yeah, 17% EV is extremely common when you're looking at a play that is 22% likely of hitting only. So yeah, Brandon Lowe, Ryan O'Hearn look good today. Connor Griffin, another one. This is a prime example. Once again, 27% EV. 1150. He's 880 on everywhere else on the book. So really, it's just MGM that has the advantage here. Everywhere else, my model agrees with the book. Except for Fanatics, where they're way underpriced. So here's a question for that guy who came in. Here's a question for the guy who came in. What's his name? G. Keeley 30. G. Keeley 30. Do you think Fanatics has a broken model because they're 18% expected value below market price? Clearly something must be wrong with Fanatics, right? Their book must be a bad operation because their model is 18% off market price, right? That's how it works. All right. Sorry, didn't mean to get hostile there. I just was curious. That was just a bad example. I take it back. But yeah, it's EV. It's not percent probability. It's not, yeah. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to be hostile there. I get a lot of trolls that come through. I thought you were being one of those guys because there's a lot of them. But yeah, it's just EV. So also this model is completely back-tested. On the season, we're at almost exactly the number of home runs projected that have happened on the year so far this year. We're at like a 0.996 ratio of home runs projected and actual home runs on the year. 0.996. J-Dub with the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. That's the goal, right? There we go. J-Dub. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Also, hits. Just back tested yesterday across the whole season. Hits are at 0.997. Hits, runs, RBIs are at 0.999. The ratio of how many hits, runs, RBIs have happened on the year to the number that I've projected on the model. I think there's been like 12,000 650 hits, runs, RBIs. We've projected like 12,647. We're off by like 3 hits, runs, RBIs on the whole year. So the models are extremely fine-tuned to be within less than 1% accurate of what's actually happened so far this year. You're not going to find that very often. That's a lot of testing, a lot of math. So yeah, sorry, I get a little defensive about the models. I do get a little defensive. That's on me. I need to work on that. I get a little defensive about them. Partially because I think the problem is everybody's making a model right now, right? And I think it just gives the overall perception of models a bad look. It's not easy to make a model. Like a lot of people just you're just seeing them pop up every day. A lot of Discords are just popping up models in there. Like they're just popping up every day. And they're way off. Anyways, Orioles look outstanding today against Zach Littell. Yeah, J-Dub, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for getting me there. Thank you. Thank you for getting me there. You didn't have to do all that. Shane Baz, I like this matchup today. I really like this matchup today, especially Littell. 14 homers in 5 games. How's that even possible? I don't even know how that's possible, if I'm being honest with y'all. I guess it is. Thanks, B-Star. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll tone it back. If people say stuff, I don't care. I gotta tone it back. That's on me. That was bad. Y'all didn't need that lecture. So sorry about that. That's my bad. Like I said, that's just more of me being frustrated with everyone popping up a model and them all of them just diluting what I've been building for 3 years. So, this song already played. Whatever. Arsenal, just trash. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So lefties have hit him for 11 homers. Righties still get after him. But look at this, 11%, almost a 12% home run rate. Almost a 12% home run rate against left. That means this right here, this number, what this means, 12% of batters faced that are left-handed batters have hit a home run off of him. That's kind of mind-blowing. Oh my god. Okay, so lefties, but here's the problem. I mean, righties still 4%, still an insane rate, by the way. Oops, I hit a back button. And what pitches is he getting crushed on versus lefties? Literally the whole mix. the whole mix. The entire mix. Okay, versus righties, it's splitter 4-seam. Okay. Everyone's going to have a good pitch mix today. We just looked at Zach Littell's pitch mix. They're all negative. Well, big step. Actually, I did a test yesterday because I saw a lot of people talking about how they're missing on hits plays. I'm like, what's going on? Over the last 14 days, hits across the MLB are down over 20%, 25%. So the previous 14 days compared to the last 14 days, hits in the MLB are down 25% across the board. So say there's 100 hits over 14 days. Obviously, there's a lot more than that. It's more like 2,500, almost 3,000. But say there's only 100 hits in a 2-week span across the MLB. The last 2 weeks, there was only 75 hits. If that makes sense. So they're down across the board right now. But that's the ebbs and flows of sports and sports variance. You know, you're going to have weeks where it's going to be 25% above the average hit rate. And then there's going to be weeks like last week and the week before where it's down 25%. So that's just the flow of it. It's a long-term game. That's why I always tell y'all, too, if you're subbing to Rude Bets, yeah, the weekly is good to try, but 1 week is not going to be a big enough sample size for you to have the same success. You might come in and it's a really hot week in the MLB and you do great, or you might come in and it's a really cold week in the MLB. Monthly is going to give you a much better sample size to work with and prove if you can be profitable or not. Over a month-long period, you can pretty much find out if you have a good system in place or not. Obviously, it's not going to be a large enough sample size to know if you have like a legitimate edge, but it'll be enough to be like, okay, over a 30-day period, that's thousands of plate appearances. If you're taking multiple plays a day, like hits, runs, RBI, stuff like that, you'll at least be able to work through some of those ebbs and flows. Taylor Ward, really high pitch mix. That's insane. Let's go back to his pitch mix. Against righties, it was four-seam splitter, so let's just do those two. Yeah, Taylor Ward's okay. I mean, Pete Alonso looks really, really good. And then versus lefties, it's all of them. So Basayo, Gunnar is okay. Gunner's okay. Interesting here. Gunner for a hit. I just don't like the price. I don't like him in the 400s. Gunner, when's the last time Gunner hit a home run? Does anybody know? Not in the last 15 days. When's the last time Gunner hit a homer? 426 against a lefty of all things. One barrel in the last 50 balls in play. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I did literally just do that exact exercise on Trevor's story. Made fun of him, said he's trash, and then he hits a homer. I also did the same thing on Kobe Mayo, and he hit a homer. So kind of every time I trash a guy like that and say he hasn't done anything, he goes crazy. Not saying that that's like advice to go make him a play, but it's happened 2 times in a row now where I go into the game log, see they haven't done anything for like a year, and then that day they hit a homer. So, I don't know, maybe I jinxed it. If you believe in jinxes. I keep hitting the back button on my mouse. Jesus. I do think there's some significant value here. Like, against Zach Littell, there's no reason that a lefty should be priced at plus 620. Especially a lefty that hits homers. He's a night owl too. Adley Rutschman, much better splits at night. Let's see home run numbers here. Overall in the year, 6 homers. Home run rate at bats per homer, okay. Versus right-handed pitching, he's a little bit worse than he is versus lefties. So he's really good for average against righties. But his power is, let's see, ISO, a little bit higher versus lefties than righties. Slug is actually pretty even. OPS is a little bit lower. Yeah, I mean, his hard hits are there against left-handed or right-handed pitchers. 4 for 16 with an extra base hit. These guys are all EV today. I think Rutschman, though, specifically Rutschman, once again, against a pitcher who's giving up home runs at an 11% rate, 12% rate to left-handed batters, I don't know how the market's putting him at 650. That's kind of crazy. MGM actually might be right here around 475. MGM's usually wrong, but they might actually be right on that. Taylor Ward, I don't know. I'd go Pete Alonso today for sure. I feel like you just have to go Pete Alonso today out of anybody. Night Owl, good OPS at night. Recent form here, been a little bit cold for the last 2 series 5 games. Zones, only 1 zone, 1.8 on the rating, so nothing crazy for zones, pretty neutral. Very strong matchup. No barrel in the last 3 games, but his drought's there. 15 balls in play since his last homer. Median gap on the year's 10, so his drought's there. I don't mind Pete today. I think he's obviously a pretty good play to take, but so is Taylor Ward, who's Taylor Ward's slumping though. That's the problem. When's the last time he hit a home run? Didn't this guy have like 30 some homers last year? He's on pace for 4 home runs. Oh my God, he hasn't hit one since 419. Yeah. Not really. He's got 2 homers versus him for all the BVP people. 4 for 8 with 2 homers. It's a good price. He's a good price. Basayo, I don't think you're getting much value for him. Just not getting too much value for him. He does have a double. He has got a lot of barrels here. A lot of barrels, no homers. A lot of barrels, no homers. Last home run, 426 as well. Same as Gunner. Pete would need a four seam to go? Yeah, probably. Probably. Good news here, though. Most located pitch with the four seamer for Littell is up and middle, and that is the tied for the best spot for Pete Alonso. So Basayo looks pretty decent. He's okay. I just don't like his price. I don't know how you have Basayo in the 400s, but you have Rutschman in the 600s. That's what I don't get. Got a lot of hard hit contact for sure. Couple barrels. The problem is he's a line drive merchant, really. A lot of line drives. Only 30% fly ball. Yeah, Basayo's all right. I mean, star Rutschman too, actually. I like Rutschman today. I think that's a really good price. 620. I like that. So double. He could be a double candidate today for sure. Total bases even, but they had Rutsch at 7-10 versus the Yankees the other day. Well, that made sense, though. They weren't going up against a guy that gives home runs to lefties at a 12% clip. I think it was against, Will Warren? Also, that ball wasn't even a homer. He didn't even hit a home run. He hit a fly out that Spencer Jones accidentally punched over the wall. Spencer Jones went up to catch it, and it hit his glove and then bounced over the fence for a home run. So yeah, Rutschman definitely can be in the 700s. I just think today in this matchup, it's a very high price. Abrams looks darn good today on this pitch. What are we looking at for Shane Baz? Probably fastballs are vulnerable versus lefties. Yeah. Four seam and knuckle curve. Usage rates are pretty high there too. He doesn't really throw the cutter versus lefties at all. Four seam and knuckle curve. James Wood looks pretty good against that. CJ Abrams looks pretty good against that too. Blast is a little low, but yeah. Oh. Damn. Okay, so the market agrees with me on CJ Abrams. It was just Kalshi. Well, there's a good straight. If y'all haven't signed up for Kalshi yet, you can use code ROOT or just click this link right here, get a free $10. Plus 733. That's 40% EV on the rest of the market. That's literally just a free 40% EV play against the rest of the market. Might be worth taking. Wood. Also, I have him fair value. I'm in line with whoever's on Kalshi putting this line out. Whoever market maker is with James Wood, I agree, brother. 457. 360, 360. I don't like it there. I do not like it there. Yeah. I mean, there's not really a play here for the... I mean, Luis Garcia is actually pretty good. Luis Garcia could be a pretty good play. Very good against a four-seamer and that knuckle curve. Well, decent against a four-seamer. Very good against a knuckle curve. Not much of a sample size. 2 homers against the Reds. Outside of that, a little quiet. But I think he's a good price today. I think Luis Garcia, possible long shot there. 19% EV, couple percent on the market there. Not bad. MGM, nope. What was the book? DraftKings. So DraftKings, a little Luis Garcia, Adley, Rutschman on DraftKings. Those two both look pretty nice. So yeah, Pete, Adley, and Luis Garcia. And then CJ Abrams on Kalshi. That's a good game. I like that one. I think that there's a lot of opportunity in that game. Toronto, Detroit. This is the skip game, I think. Yeah, Savage versus Hannaford. Oh, we have an opener here. So look at this. Finally, we get to showcase this. Openers are on the site. So let's just take a look here. Watch the pitch mixes. They slightly changed, not by much. but pitch mix ratings will change to be in reference to who you have selected here. Ty Madden only 1 homer, 0 games started. Like, it's just not a whole lot here. I'll be honest with y'all, there's not a whole lot in this game. Negative EV across the board except for Valenzuela. There's just nothing here. That's an easy skip. Miami, Tampa Bay. Jansen Junk, Jesse Schultens. 2 games, 4 homers. 8 games, 4 homers. So 0.82 HR per 9 for Junk. Not a big home run guy, but I think he gave up a couple last game, right? 1-1, yeah. So last 2 starts, he's getting up 1 homer, but he's not a big guy at really a target for homers. Schultens, 2 homers in his last start. So Liam Hicks. Liberty told me Gunnar has 2 homers. Yeah. BVP people. I'm not a BVP guy, but some of y'all are. Zone rating 5.9 for Liam. 3 match zones. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We like that. What is the pitch mix versus lefties here? Sliders, really. It's only sliders has always been hit for this year. Interesting. Well, how do we look with a slider? Liam, not bad with the slider. 900 ISO on the slider. DJ Kennett with the sub. I appreciate it. Okay, Liam Hicks. Welcome to the watch list, brother. Welcome to the watch list. We're back in the 800s on his price, too. They're sleeping. The books are sleeping on Liam Hicks. I've been saying it. He's been a little quiet. His EVs have been mostly just a slider. There we go. So we like to see. Look at the last 10 versus a slider. That's what we like to see. 50% fly ball, 60 hard hit. This is nice. This is really nice. 39.9 runs above average on the slider. That's insane. Clearly doesn't have enough to qualify. Not enough pitches seen, but still very good. Very good. Yeah, Liam Hicks, welcome to the watch list. Pirates, Phillies, I liked O'Hearn and Lowe. Xavier Edwards, what was he doing versus slider? Nothing. Not doing anything versus slider. So, yeah, Liam Hicks, there you go. It's pretty easy. And then not really too interested in anybody on the Rays, not against Jansen Junk. Just doesn't give up enough home runs to justify these prices. Even Caminero in the 300s is crazy. They're not going to give you, I mean, realistically, you're not going to get Caminero in the 400s. Just not a price point that they'll be willing to sacrifice. I'm sure they have it capped. Regardless of the matchup, they're going to cap his price at a certain level. Yeah, Liam Hicks, welcome to the watch list. Milwaukee, Minnesota, nobody hits home runs on the Brewers. I've said this a million times. Joe Ryan, he's not giving up a homer to the Brew Crew. No way. 0 chance. Okay, not 0, but there's just no way. So, Brewers, see you later. Buxton, fair value on Kalshi, a little bit negative EV everywhere else. I guess Chad Patrick, though, I think he's kind of got a crazy zone. Zone master, 8.4 out of 10. We got an 8.4 out of 10 rating. But look at this. Home run in literally every single tile except for one. He's got a home run in literally every single tile except for one. Buxton's crazy, man. Yeah, he got scratched. I don't know if that's like a real injury or if that's just like take the day off and we'll check you tomorrow. There's nobody 6 out of 6, but you just go to home run zone and then there's a top due tab. That's how you check it. Yeah, Buxton against Patrick. He's a little bit negative EV there, but on Kalshi, he looks pretty good. He's fair value. Definitely probably a total bases candidate today. Chad Patrick, what is he? He's home run stingy. He doesn't really give him up this year. Versus righties, it's really on the sinker. Let's just see how Buxton does against a sinker. I'm sure he's crazy against every pitch. Nothing's actually not that bad, not that crazy. Four seamer, he's nuts. Cutter, he's nuts. Slurve, he doesn't have anything. Sinker is pretty good, or pretty okay, I guess. ISO's really good, but not like the four seamer or the cutter. So Buxton's okay. I don't know. He's okay. He's okay. Yeah, probably more of a hits, runs, RBIs, total bases type play for sure. We'll see if he plays. But that game, pretty simple. Brewers, nothing. Cincinnati, Cleveland. Unfortunately, it's in Cleveland. God, every time I take somebody in Cleveland, they just can't quite get it over the fence. Like Mike Trout was the last play I took there. He hit one off the wall. That left field wall is just like, how high is it? 18 feet? Something like that. It's just stupid high. Abbott versus Tanner Bibby. 5 homers, 0.98, 1.4. Okay, so you got something to work with. Tanner Bibby for sure. JJ Bleday and Matt McClain. What are we working with pitch mix wise versus, well, lefty and righty? Four seam cutter. Okay, four seam cutter. Sal Stewart lights that one up. McClain's okay against it. Good ISO there. Really good ISO for Bleday. Honestly, Bleday looks good again today. He had 2 yesterday, but he looks pretty good today. He had 2 homers yesterday. It's crazy. Look at this pace, man. Though this is why Bleday is kind of a sketchy play day over day. He's on pace for 61 home runs. That's not sustainable. JJ Bleday, I'm sorry. You're on a heater. I don't think you're hitting 61 homers. Like that pace is going to fall off is my point. You're going to see like more of these droughts for Bleday, I think. This stuff is going to become more frequent. 61 homer pace. Golly. Let's see, righties, night games, road games. He's actually way better during the day. A lot better during the day. No. Don't use their boost on. Crawford's already like, whatever, 50% EV on MGM. I don't think you need to boost it anymore. He's probably not hitting. You can just take the free EV on it as is. God, look at this pitch mix rate. His pitch mix every single pitch except for a changeup. Oh my. Yeah, Bleday looks pretty good today. He's got a good price. 490 is nuts. 490 is a nuts price. I don't mind that. Matt McClain plus 1,000. It's fine, but I think I'd adjust him to narrow it down to Bleday. Call it a day. Yeah, nothing really on the Guardians. Not against Andrew Abbott. Manzardo, I guess. Not really, though. Pretty simple there. Yankees, Mets, Subway Series, blah, blah, blah. Schlittler versus Clay Holmes. Neither of these guys give up homers. 1 on the year for him, 3 on the year for him. 0.56, 0.17. I don't know where homers are coming from in this game. But you might get some good prices, like Ben Rice plus 500. Like, I guess that's not bad. That's why I have Matt. Aaron Judge plus 350. Like, look, I didn't think they'd ever do it. Oh, Hundo with the gifted, brother. I appreciate it. Hundo with the 5. You should have gifted one to Mel. Actually, I think she already has a sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, my guy. Our one chat mod. Let's go. Rice got to get back in the mix. Yeah, I don't know about today, though. It's actually really crazy to see. He's got the zone master, but it's actually really crazy to see. I mean, Ben Rice got to get back in the mix. It's a pretty good hit. A pretty good form. 2 games out of homer, boom. 1 game out of homer, boom. 3 games out of homer, boom. 2 games. If you hit a homer once every 3 games, I'd say he's right in the mix. I'd say this guy is deep in the mix. On pace for 54 homers. Yeah, he's deep in it. It randomizes. I see. Yeah, I didn't really think you would ever see the day where Yankees are getting fair value lines, but they are. Yeah, they're getting some fair value lines. Okay. Judge and Rice, nothing crazy, both fair value. On the Mets, Juan Soto plus 600. Damn. Damn. Here's the problem. One homer on the year. Yeah, I'm probably not interested in anybody in this game, but you do get some good prices on some of these big names. It's rare. You don't really see Juan Soto in the 600s, Judge in the mid threes, Ben Rice in the fives. Um, yeah, you're getting some decent prices here. I can't lie, but no one that's like an insanely high probability play. Braves Red Sox currently early. Spencer Strider, 5 homers on the year for him, 1 in 2 games, 0.99, 1.07. They're both pretty even. Boston Red Sox, they're kind of like the Brewers, bottom of the barrel home run team. Bottom of the barrel team. What music station? This is just my AI DJ on Spotify. This is just whatever it chooses. Jaron Duran in the 700s. A lot of MGM lines here. Wilyer Abreu, fair value. Nothing really I like. Drake Baldwin plus 600. This is the only kind of play in this game, I think. Yeah, Drake Baldwin's really the only one here. Mix versus left-handed batters. He hasn't really been hit by lefties at all. God, I keep doing that. Yeah. Not good ISO, though. Not really good ISO. Slider curveball, but only on 2 pitches and 5 pitches. The only 2 pitches I've been hit by lefties for a home run. Yeah, just not throwing these at all, but that's fine. Yeah, Baldwin's fine to me today. I don't mind him. Not a bit of a heater. Home run, no home run. Home run, no home run. Home run? What was his 41 home run pace? Okay. Down and in. Drake Baldwin likes it there. He likes the four seamers too. I don't mind him. I don't mind him. I don't mind him. That's it. Did I watch list him? Yeah. Cubs, White Sox, Sean Burke, Edward Cabrera. Cabrera been getting hit by righties. Sean Burke, past bedtime, struggles in night games. Damn, that's a pretty wild split. 838 night games, 388 day games. Really good in day games. 5 homers in 6 games played, 7 homers in 8 games played. Cabrera's kind of struggling this year. Let's see. Righties, lefties, nothing crazy. Righties, now you're talking. That's sinker. 308 ISO, 875 on the four seamer. But we really are probably going to be looking for, let's see. Chase Madroth and Colson Montgomery. And Vargas is fair value, and so is Murakami. Sinker, curveball versus lefties. Okay, so let's look at sinker, curveball versus lefties. I mean, Murakami's all right against them. Yeah, nothing crazy standing out. Nothing crazy. Liam, why is blocking it? Because it Liam Hicks, his last name qualifies as like racial slur. Mel likes Vargas today. Interesting. Vargas is fair value. Good pitch mix. Montgomery's fair value today too. I mean, I'm going to probably have to come back to this one. I don't know. Moises is the only guy on the Cubs that's plus EV here. Sean Burke versus lefties. It's the four-seamer. How's Moises do against the four-seamer? Pretty damn good. Here's a guy that's cold. You want to talk about cold? He's not that bad, actually. Well, his last few games, he's awful. No hits. He hasn't had a hit since his homer. Oh, my God. Oof. Zero average over his last 7 games, 7 strikeouts. Yeah. So he's definitely not one that's you're not riding a hot bat here, that's for sure. But he does do really well against a four-seamer. He does do really well against that four-seamer. Well, I'll come back to Moises. I'll come back to him. Murakami. This team right here, I don't know about the White Sox yet. I can't decide. I just can't decide on the White Sox yet. Vargas looks okay. Colson looks pretty good. I don't think I would take major off. Just too small of a probability. And Murakami's fair value, but I want to see how his odds go through the day. I don't know. You might be able to get Murakami a little bit higher, I think. And also, he might hit lower in the order. And that walk rate, yesterday with the walks, I'm just not sold on him. Not yet. Not today. We'll see. So I'm going to come back to the White Sox later in the day. All right. We got like a bunch of games left. I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I got to pee. BRB. I should have gone before stream again. I keep forgetting. So, sorry. I'll be right back. Okay. Texas. Need that song? That last song? Where'd You Go by Illenium. Where'd you go? But you, like the letter U. Where'd you go? Illenium. You know what, Mel? For you, I'll put it in the chat. And copy paste it. You're here every day. I'll put it in the chat for you. All right, Rangers Astros, Jack Leiter, Spencer Arrighetti, Spaghetti. Spencer Spaghetti versus Leiter. Light him up. 7 homers in 8 games. 1 homer. This is crazy to me. Arrighetti, I'm pretty sure last year, wasn't he yeah, this guy was a home run magnet. He's 1% above league average on homers allowed. This year, though, doesn't allow anything. Damn, talk about a comeback. This guy is going crazy this year. I did wash my hands before turning the wig. I have the sign on. Don't worry. The sign's on the door. So I don't think I'm going to be targeting. Well, here's okay. Good news. Good news is the Rangers just don't hit home runs anyway, so I don't really care. The Rangers don't hit homers anyway, so like, what do I even care? 107 subs. Yes, we did it. I appreciate all you. Thank you for that. We're now over 100. Hundo with the 100 gifted. Got a baby. Got to be careful. That's true. It's true. Evan Carter, Ezekiel Duran. Yeah. Okay, that's about it. Arrighetti though, just he's been too good this year. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with him. On the other side though, Leiter versus righties. Slider changeup 4-seam versus lefties. It's just the slider and I guess the sinker. There's only one plate appearance for a homer. That's kind of crazy. He's throwing one slider to a lefty and it got hit out. Okay. But righties. Okay. Righties was 4-seam changeup slider. Who's a righty on this team? Christian Walker. Oh, he looks pretty good there outside of these. Cam Smith. Light him up, Cam Smith. When's the last time Cam Smith did anything, though? Yikes. Okay, so he matches down there. Right down the middle. Batter hand filter would be great. Oh, you mean on this? Well, it says the right-handed batter right there. That's how I do it. As I just go down, I look for a right-handed batter, then I go across. Cam Smith is all right. I don't think I'm going to do it, though. I don't like his price. His odds aren't. I don't know. Christian Walker, though. What are we looking at? He's basically fair value. I guess he's a little bad there. This is interesting. He had a homer there. Right down the middle. Okay. Doesn't help too much. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't mind Christian Walker today. Jordan, I mean his pitch mix is so good. Versus righties, 8 homers versus lefty. He's just man. His 2025 what was his price? 200, 250. I just can't do Jordan in the 200s. I just can't. I guess maybe Christian Walker, maybe Zach Cole. He had a bad day yesterday. I'll tell you what, 0 for 5. But the day before, he went 3 for 4. Welcome to baseball. Welcome to baseball. You can go 3 for 4 one day and the next day 0 for 5. He didn't really have much of a sample size. Oh, he's got the barrel percent, and the drought score. No percentiles, though. He doesn't rank yet. Launch angle. I don't mind Zach Cole today as a long shot. No, he's not even a long shot. He's in the 400s. Oh, my God. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to come back to Zach Cole. That's interesting. Jordan HRR. Yeah. Jordan. Yeah. I'm gonna come back to Zach Cole. Waka, Dustin May. Ooh, Dustin May's good in night games. Yikes. Okay. 21% fly ball, 32% fly ball, 0.88, 0.85. Okay, so neither of these guys are huge home run giver uppers. Hey, I haven't said that in a while. A lot of you, I know, especially on the YouTube side, you get a lot of comments when I say home run giver upper. They're not big home run giver uppers. Shout out the YouTube watchers. Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt looks pretty good. Vinny P looks pretty good. Let's see if he's on other books, though. Bobby Witt is fair value. Vinny P is not fair value. Shout out Kalshi, man. Shout out Kalshi. You can get EV on almost every play. Shout out Kalshi. How do you feel about the New York game? I think a lot of guys get yeah, I went over that game already. A lot of high odds. You get some good value, but there's not really high probability. Like Ben Rice, Judge, they're fair value for sure. Soto, he's decent value, but they don't have a good chance to hit a homer. Sorry, I'm changing the music. I like this song. Yeah, I did that on purpose, Mel. I did that on purpose. Bobby Whit. Who whip. That's why I did it. I like Bobby. I just am really upset. Why do they have to give us such a good price on Kalshi and just mess up my thoughts? Okay. Well, Bobby Witt is really fair value. Damn. See the pitch mix versus hand for Dustin May, though, versus righties. Damn. Nobody's really hit him on anything. Versus lefties. Change up sweeper. What are you working with, Vinny P? What are you working with, Vinny P? Nothing. Let's just see what his righties. Nothing. Yeah. Hmm. Bobby looks pretty good against his pitch mix. Yeah, I'll take Bobby today. Why not? Cardinals, I'm out. Why do you like the song? Because I was like 12 years old when this came out. It's nostalgic. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Brings me back to middle school. It's just nostalgia. Y'all don't have those songs that you hear from like what's 4 p.m. I don't even know what that means. Uh, you don't have those songs that you hear from like when you were a kid and it's just nostalgic. You know, it's not like a banger where it's like, oh, this song gets me going. It's just nostalgia. That's all. It's like going home. You know when you're like you move out, you go back home, you can like you finally get back to your hometown or something. Just like the smells of the hometown bring back memories, or like the sights. It's like the same thing. Music is nostalgic to me. Brings back memories and all that. Um, Merrill Kelly, Kyle Freeland. We got ourselves a little bit of a meatball matchup here. We got an Italian diner in Colorado today. This is not Taylor Swift. This is Justin Bieber. I wasn't a big Taylor Swift guy as a kid. I didn't listen to Taylor Swift at all. But like if you were a middle schooler in 2010, 2008, you know what I mean? Justin Bieber was everywhere. That guy had a chokehold on the world. Yeah, he sounds like a girl because he was a 13-year-old boy. This song was made. But he was dropping bangers back then. If you were a middle schooler in if you were a 12-year-old white dude in 2006, 2007, 2008, you wanted to be Justin Bieber, I'll tell you right now. Whether you admit it or not to yourself, you wanted to be Justin Bieber. You same age. I'm turning 31 this year. I'm almost 31. In like 2 weeks, I'll be 31. Gonna get no girls in middle school unless you Justin Bieber. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Every single girl in the whole world, like Kenny got the gifted. Yeah, we got meatballs all over the place here. Let's get back to it. Merrill Kelly, though, he's a left-handed batter guy. Merrill Kelly, lefties take him deep. Pause. Lefties hit him for pause. God damn it, I keep doing that, man. Lefties hit home runs. Lefties take him deep, and lefties hit him. Lefties hit home runs against Merrill Kelly. God. It's the second day in a row I've done that. Fuck. Makes me lose my train of thought. So lefties, four-seam cutter. Kyle Freeland, he shares the love. Four-seam. Let's just start with well, it's at the top. So Kyle Freeland, righties, four-seam, knuckle curve. Okay, so we just turn on four-seam and knuckle curve. Call it a day. Corbin Carroll. What is that launch angle, my guy? Nobody's jumping off the Gabriel Moreno, I guess, jumps off a little bit. Arenado looks pretty good too. Good slug. Okay. Now we go to the projected side though. $2000s, baby. Yeah, I'm a '90s kid for sure. 95. 95. Perdomo, Vargas, and Waldschmidt. I think Waldschmidt could go for his first homer today. Might be worth a shot. Once again, MGM, good value. Everywhere else, kind of doo-doo. MGM is going to give you a nice little price there. I don't mind Vargas today on Perdomo, though. You know what this tells me right here? Hits, runs, RBIs. Hits, runs, RBIs. Nobody over a 20% chance to hit a home run. A lot of good pitch mixes, a lot of good hits projections, a lot of good hits, runs, RBIs. A guy that just struggling. Somebody could get one out, but this team looks really good for general props. If I was taking somebody for a homer, Perdomo is only fair value on Kalshi. Once again, shout out Kalshi. If you haven't signed up for Kalshi, use code RUDE, get a free $10. Just you get free EV on Kalshi. Everywhere else is fair value. Vargas, he looks fine on DraftKings. Looks okay on FanDuel. Other than that, I mean, I'm not really impressed. Oh, here's Taylor Swift. Yeah, okay. Now my algorithm's all messed up. Yeah, my algorithm's all messed up. Okay, we're back into the Beeb sphere. Let's go. This is another song. This is high school, but this was a banger. This song came out, and this song is a banger. Whoever made this song, you guys ever seen the meme? Like where a guy goes into a Burger King, and he's like, "Who made this burger? Who made this burger?" And then like the chef's all scared. They're like, "Whoa." He's like, "This shit's so good, my man." Whatever, right? That's how I feel about this song. I want to like go into like the studio and be like, "Who made this song?" The producer cooked on this. This beat is a classic. Rumfield, hello. What is this, a night game? and it's at home. Well, we know right now, right? You guys remember the splits, right? Moniak is the home guy. Moniak's the home cooking. Hunter Goodman's the road play. Although have his splits changed here? Road and home. Road 281, 197. Yeah. Hunter Goodman stinks at home. Interestingly enough, Hunter Goodman stinks at home. Mickey Moniak, good at home. Very good at home. Insanely good at home. Stupidly good at home. 9 homers. Versus righties at his ideal thing would be versus righties during the day at home, but he's good at righties night at home too. And he's fair value. I don't mind Mickey at this play. I'm in on Mickey today. Here's the thing though. I'm pretty sure Hunter Goodman 5 out of 6 on the do though. So Hunter Goodman, he is 5 out of 6 on the do. A lot of people are going to be on Hunter today because of that. Mickey is 4 out of 6. He's close. His drought score. He's look at this. One more ball in play, literally one more ball in play. If he doesn't go on his first at bat, he instantly becomes top due, 5 out of 6. So Mickey Moniak is like a sneaky backdoor 5 out of 6, unless he hits a home run on his first at bat. As long as he puts a ball in play, he's a sneaky 5 out of 6. Rumfield looks pretty good today too. Good pitch mix. This guy's been mashing the ball. Night games, righties at home. Yeah, I like it. Statcast, boom, boom, boom. Just last 5. Insanely hard, a couple barrels. Rumfield, not a bad price either. 527. 490 becomes fair value, but DraftKings, you can sneak away with a good price there. I like little TJ Rumfield too, but Mickey Moniak's my guy today. Incline, World Tour, it's mine. 10 little letters with a big sign. Yeah, so Rumfield and Moniak. Boom, boom. Leaner. Dodgers, Angels. Another, like, LA matchup. We have the New York, LA. Koshanowitz. Koshanowitz is another guy. Last year, I think he was just, wasn't he a big home run? Yeah, last year he was giving up home runs 1.3% more than league average. This year, lost the meatballs. I don't know. Lost the meatballs. So, Andy Pajes, that's about it. I'll star him. Let's just see what Koshanowitz does versus righties. Nothing. Home runs came on a sinker, I guess, right? That's all he throws, really. Sinkers, Andy Pajes, nothing crazy, honestly. I mean, I would probably take him off, but Pajes is really the only play that's even EV, so I like Pajes in the 600s. I do. I've taken him in the 600s twice this year. He's hit a home run both times. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Nothing on the Angels today. Not against Blake Snell. Blake Snell's fly ball rate so far this year is 9%. Last year, didn't give up any homers either. So, San Diego, Seattle. Vasquez versus righties. Emerson Hancock. 8 homers in 8 games, 1.53. Randy Vasquez, 0.82. Home run stingy, not great. Well, here's the yeah, actually, we look kind of nice over here. I know it's cold. It's cold. Moniak and Rumfield on the Rockies. I think there's some value today on the Padres. 4-seam changeup, 4-seam. Okay, so let's just look at 4-seams changeups. Somebody is heating up against a 4-seamer and a changeup. Couple people here. Okay. Ramon Laureano and Xander Bogaerts. I think I'm in on Ramon. I mean, it's such a low probability, but it's a decent price. Same with Xander. 700s? Okay. It's just DraftKings. Never mind. Ramon Laureano on DraftKings. That's it. Everywhere else is terrible. Xander Bogaerts. Yeah, it's really just Fanatics. Kind of got played here. Ty France. I got played here. I mean, Laureano at plus 760 is worth a long shot. There's a few guys that look really good on DraftKings today, actually. So there could be a little DraftKings long shot play. But yeah, I don't know. It's not really good anywhere else. So JP Crawford, yeah, nah. Luke Raley, not against a lefty. Probably won't even. He's a righty. What am I talking about? Luke Raley. I want to see where he gets in the order. Let's see where he gets in the order. Giants A's. Last game of the day, Tyler Mahle, Savali. Hello, Savali. Historically, a meatball thrower. Not really right now, though. Mahle. Okay, we got meatball thrower here. Versus right-handed batters, too. Haas, small sample size. Yo, Hundo, thank you for gifting Tamira sub. Or is it Tajmir? Yeah, Haas probably doesn't even play today. You can ignore this. He's at small sample size. Look at this. He's on a 46 home run pace, so you can throw Haas out the window. Tajmir. This is crazy, man. Shea Langoliers, what are we doing? I like Shea today. Wait, what was the pitch mix that we wanted to target for right-handed batters? Everything. Okay. Everything except for, what was that last one? The sinker. Okay, so everything except for the sinker. We didn't even have a sinker on here. Okay. I mean, everybody. Here's the problem. They just absolutely cooked the odds. They fried the odds. Tyler Soderstrom? He's got odds right now. But they literally pan-fried these odds. Plus 230 for Shea. 310 for Rooker. Just deep-fried the odds. Oh, my God. At least Geloff is respectable. Yeah, the weather's crazy for homers today. I know. I understand why they're cooked, but you just got to be careful with all that. 365 has Rooker at 425. That's not bad. HR for safety net. Yeah, I like them all for HRR for sure. Hits runs RBIs for Shea Langoliers looks pretty solid. I think he's due as well. 4 out of 6. All right. Let's look at the watch list real quick. Alonso, Moniak, Blade, Zach Cole, inactive. That's an error. Why does the MLB not update their roster API? They just they leave it as is, and they haven't touched it in 2 weeks. Hey, MLB, I beg you, update your roster API, please. Anyways, Buxton, Ballesteros, Rutschman, Witt, Baldwin, Rumfield, Liam Hicks, Garcia. This is just the initial watch list. This is going to change once lineups come out. Top due, Goodman. I added filters to the top due. Some people only want to see certain ones. You only want to see guys with these. There's no one that has a friendly pitcher and is 5, but there's all these guys are 5. Yeah, Goodman, Rooker, Soderstrom. Let's get rid of the park. Everyone that just has the defaults, you can see those. So now we have these filters here. So you can sort your due by what you want to see. So there are 5 out of 6s today. It's Hunter, Goodman, Corbin, Carroll, Brent Rooker, Soderstrom. And Moniak, like I said, Moniak is a backdoor 5 out of 6. He needs one more ball in play to trigger the drought score. So, yeah, I'll probably throw a 3-leg on. Also, other thing, you can click the do tab on here now. I don't know why before it wasn't working, but now you can click it. So if you're on the player projections sheet, you can click the do tab. I don't know, before it didn't let you. Like Moniak right here, once again, he's one ball in play away from being a 5 out of 6, and he's almost got a home run friendly pitcher. So Moniak is really close to being a 6 out of 6. Same with Goodman. Yeah, we're looking pretty good today. I think we got a lot to work with. Come sign up for rudebets.com, y'all. Is that filter criteria new? Yeah, that is new. I added it this morning. You don't have to. You can leave it on any. But I'm saying, like, say you don't really care about, I don't know, or say you really only want to see guys that have these 3 at least, and are a 5 out of 6. You can do that. If they're 5 out of 6. They probably have them though. Or you can just leave it on any. Raid Jeff Sunday. Y'all really want me to raid Jeff Sunday? Y'all really want me to raid Jeff Sunday? Yeah, they're lacking. Only 102 viewers, man. Those guys are lacking, man. Yeah, come sign up for Rude Bets. Mel, come on. Just play along. Play along. Come on. You can just play along, all right? We're going to do it. So come sign up for the site. Code RUDE, 25% off. Y'all know the deal. I don't know who Jeff Sunday is talking to. To be honest with y'all, I don't know who the hell he's talking to. But let's give them some love. They're lacking on their viewers right now, man. They are hurting. They are hurting. So let's go give them some love. All right. Good luck today. Peace out. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning like we do every day around 9:30 a.m. and then no stream Sunday. So make sure y'all tap